Zendaya finally breaks silence on Disney Experience. Welcome back to Fabulously Famous. We are back with Zendaya finally breaks silence on Disney Experience. So let's go. Zendaya Maree Stoermer Coleman, born September 1, 1996, is an American entertainer and vocalist. She started her vocation as a kid model and reinforcement artist prior to acquiring conspicuousness for her job as Rocky Blue on the Disney Channel sitcom Shake It Up 2010 to 2013. In 2013, Zendaya was a competitor on the 16th period of the opposition series Dancing with the Stars. From 2015 to 2018, she created and featured as a nominal government agent Casey Cooper in the sitcom Casey Undercover. Her presentation as a teen battling with illicit drug use in the HBO dramatization series Euphoria 2019 to present drove her to turn into the most youthful champ of the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Her film jobs incorporate the melodic dramatization of The Greatest Showman 2017, the superhuman film Spider-Man Homecoming 2017, and its continuation Spider-Man Far From Home 2019, and the heartfelt show Malcolm and Marie 2021. Zendaya started her vocation in music by recording melodies freely and delivering the singles Loot It Out and Watch Me in 2011, the last joint effort with Bella Thorne. She endorsed Hollywood Records in 2012 and later delivered her presentation single, Replay, which arrived at number 40 on the Billboard Hot 100 outlined in the United States. In 2013, her self-named debut studio collection appeared at number 51 on the Billboard 200 graph. Rewrite the Stars, taken from the soundtrack to The Greatest Showman, was delivered as a single in 2018. It arrived at the best 20 of the United Kingdom and Australian public diagrams, and was guaranteed twofold platinum in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. Zendaya Maree Stoermer Coleman was brought into the world on September 1, 1996. In Oakland, California, to instructors Claire Stoermer and Kazimbe Ajamu Coleman. Her dad is African American, with origins in Arkansas, while her mom has German and Scottish heritage. She has 5 more seasoned kin. Zendaya, whose name gets from the Shona name Tendai, signifying to offer gratitude, went to Fruitvale Elementary School, where her mom educated her for 20 years. At age 6, she and 2 companions from the school played out a play there for Black History Month. She developed as an entertainer to some degree at the nearby California Shakespeare Theater in Orinda, California, where her mom worked a late spring position as a house supervisor. She assisted her with seating benefactors, sold raising support tickets, and was enlivened by the dramatic exhibitions to seek after acting. At 8, Zendaya joined a hip jump dance company called Future Shock Oakland and was a part of it for a very long time. She additionally went through 2 years moving hula with AHA, the Academy of Hawaiian Arts. Zendaya went to Oakland School for the Arts, while still an understudy, scored a few jobs in regional theaters. At the Berkeley Playhouse, she played Little Timon and Once on This Island, and in the Theater Works creation in Palo Alto, she played a person initially composed as male, Joe and Caroline, or Change. She learned at the Cal Shakes Conservatory program and at the American Conservatory Theater. Her stage credits remember exhibitions for a few of William Shakespeare's plays. She played Lady Anne in Richard III, Celia in As You Like It, and partook in the creation of Twelfth Night. At the point when Zendaya was in 7th grade, the family moved to Los Angeles. In 2015, while seeking an acting vocation, she moved on from Oak Park High School. The 23-year-old vocalist, entertainer, and model have gone from Disney youngster star featuring in the enthusiastically expected changes science fiction class Dune. Here, she discloses to Kelly Jenkins how everything's gratitude to mom and dad. She's set to star in the greatest science fiction film of the year, is back shooting hit series Euphoria, and has become the world's greatest Generation Z VIP. So it's little marvel that Zendaya is quickly turning into an easily recognized name. The 23-year-old artist, entertainer, and model has a sideline in activism, getting down on bigotry and harassing and supporting sex correspondence. Recently, the previous Disney kid star was even added to the Oscars Casting a Ballot Advisory Group, an uncommon honor for somebody so youthful. So far, Zendaya has amassed a fortune of $17.94 million, possesses a $4.42 million house in Los Angeles, and has 73 million devotees on Instagram. However, the star, complete name Zendaya Maree Stoermer Coleman, grew up a world away from the excitement and glamour of Tinseltown. She was brought into the world by 2 instructors in Oakland, California, and didn't have an advantaged childhood. Zendaya said, "Everything has been a trip. and I've had the option to take my loved ones with me. I came from humble beginnings, so I like everything more because all that I have has been worked for. In the wake of beginning on the stage, demonstrating, and being a sponsorship artist for Selena Gomez, Zendaya got her large break in the Disney sitcom Shake It Up. She acted alongside Bella Thorne, 22, who proceeded to star in the movies Frenemies and Zapped for the organization. However, while other youthful Disney stars ran wild, including Lindsay Lohan, Misha Barton, Shia LaBeouf, and Miley Cyrus, Zendaya is known in the industry for her level head. Also, she says her folks, Mom Claire Stoermer and Father Kazembe Coleman, kept her on an honest way of living. Her father even quit his place of employment to move to LA with Zendaya to help her break into the business, while her mom remained behind and maintained 2 sources of income to help the 3. She said, "I think I owe a great deal of the credit to my folks. Their genuineness and forthrightness have been major assistance to me, particularly prior to my vocation. I generally heard those disastrous accounts of fruitful youth entertainers whose lives self-destruct in later years. However, my folks gave me an excellent schooling throughout everyday life and all the other things. All along, they involved me in every one of the choices in regards to my work and what jobs I would be taking because they realized those decisions would influence my future life. It was the most ideal sort of upbringing that you can have. My folks taught me in an extremely transparent manner, and I am persuaded that this is the most ideal approach to bring up kids. Yet perhaps I have an old soul directing me. Who knows?" She added, "I began going to tryouts with my dad. He quit his helping position to go with me to Los Angeles and whatever point essential, and that was a critical financial trouble. As you probably are aware, teaching is quite possibly the most significant, however, least paid and least liked callings. My mother, who maintained 2 sources of income to keep us monetarily above water, was extremely gifted in searching for minimal expenses to go through the night prior to the tryout. Also, the following morning, I would return to class. Then, at that point, Dad and I got ourselves a little loft in Los Angeles to make it simpler. Be that as it may, it took a long while before I became monetarily free and could help my folks. I am so thankful and glad to have arrived at this point, and I wasn't able to have done it without the absolute help of my family." Following Zendaya's Disney achievement, jobs in The Greatest Showman and Spider-Man Homecoming followed. Then, at that point, in 2019, she changed from Disney Dare to Issue Kid when she played Rue, a lying, drug-dependent 17-year-old young lady in Euphoria, an American drama delivered by rapper Drake. Shooting on Series 2 was stopped because of COVID-19, however, Zendaya got back to work last week. She is charmed to be back, in spite of the fact that she admits a job is her most depleting yet remunerating to date. She said, "Once in a while, I discovered playing Rue was debilitating, yet in addition extremely soothing and helpful in light of the fact that it's bringing out and cleansing sentiments. I've grown a ton chipping away at the series since this sort of character compels you to ponder such countless significant issues and sentiments you've had. You can't be shroud when you're living with that sort of job." Zendaya, who is believed to date her Euphoria co-star Jacob Elordi, concedes she is an extremely bashful, withdrawn individual, and her mom and father even needed to go to the classes for the guardians of the tentative kids when she was nearly nothing. So playing the youthful renegade can some of the time be a colossal test. Zendaya said, "There are times where I was unable to quit crying." Zendaya, who has recently been connected to individual Disney star Trevor Jackson, American football player Odell Beckham Jr., and her Spider-Man co-star Tom Holland, is next due to show up in Dune, the anxiously anticipated sci-fi film in view of Frank Herbert's Faction 1965 novel, is expected out in December. Just as being an effective entertainer, Zendaya is a completely fledged artist. In her Disney days, she released a few singles and a collection and sang with Zac Efron in The Greatest Showman. The rising star is something of a design symbol as well. In 2016, she dispatched her own attire line and was named in a Net-a-Porter's Best Dressed Rundown 2 years after the fact. In 2019, she turned into a Vogue cover star and was likewise named Lancome's most current minister, continuing in the strides of Julia Roberts. Her striking Tom Ford breastplate top likewise knocked some people's socks off at the Critics' Choice Awards in January, with Gwyneth Paltrow, 47, who wore it first, posting on Instagram, "Say thanks to God, I can say I share something for all intents and purpose with Zendaya." Her definitive objective is to resemble Oprah Winfrey, the moderator, entertainer, maker, and media chief who is worth $2.76 billion. With her present certifications, it appears that the multi-capable star is well on her way. Whatever follows will surely come to you as a surprise, but we will make sure to be the first ones to deliver it to you. Stay tuned to know more. Until then, stay safe. Before you leave, make sure that you share, subscribe, and like the video.